First listen. Later you can write. Please listen. Throw and throws. These are the two important keywords which are present in exception handling mechanism. Okay. Now here, I just want to say one small point. Throw and throws. Guys, please listen. Throw and throws are not used for exception handling. What do you mean by exception handling? What do you mean by exception handling? Exception handling means not removing the exception, not resolving the exception. We are providing an alternative way to continue the program execution. Okay. Now, how to handle an exception? How to handle an exception? Tell me. By using try, catch, finally, blocks. Guys, you need to respond. Boys are responding. Girls, what happened? What happened? Respond. Respond. One more time. One more time. Please tell me. If anyone asks you, what do you mean by exception handling? First, start with exception handling means. Then automatically you will be able to get your answer. Tell me, what do you mean by exception handling? Exception handling means not resolving the exception or removing the exception. We are providing an way to continue the program execution. How you are doing that? By using try, catch, finally, blocks. Now, guys, if you want to handle, listen to this very clearly. If you want to handle an exception, we need to use try, catch, finally, blocks. That's it. That's it. Throw and throws are keywords present in exception handling. Are keywords present in exception handling concept, but these are not used to handle an exception. One more time I'm saying this. Throw and throws are keywords present in exception handling, but these are not used to handle an exception. How can you handle an exception? By using try, catch, finally, blocks. So then what is the use of throw and throws? Yes, right now we are going to discuss that. Okay, now throw and throws. Just simply 3 points. Throw. By the way, both are keywords. Throw is a keyword. Throws is also a keyword. Am I clear with this? Okay. 3 points, just 3 points. First point is, it is used in the method body. What? Second point. First, I want to give you the use of throw keyword. It is used to throw user defined exceptions or else exception messages. Throw keyword, it is used to throw user defined exception messages. User defined exception messages. What do you mean by that? Yeah, wait, I'll let you know. Now, where we need to use this, it is used in the method body. Tell me, what is the syntax of a Java method? Access modifier, return type, method name, parenthesis, open braces and close braces. Whatever the statements which you are writing inside open braces and close braces, those are like method body. So where we need to use the throw keyword inside the method body. Okay. Now point number three. It is used for both checked and unchecked exceptions. It is used for both checked and unchecked exceptions. Okay. Now let me just try to go with throws. Point number one. I mean 3 points. Simply 3 points. Now, first point. It is used to escape from exception handling. What? Escape from exception handling? What do you mean by that? Yeah, you'll be understanding that. Just wait for 5 minutes. You'll be able to understand. Okay. Throws keyword. It is used to escape from exception handling. It is used along with the method SIGNATURE. First listen. I'll give you time. First listen. It is used along with the method signature. Sir, what do you mean by method signature? Method signature means, guys, what is the syntax of a method? Access modifier, return type, method name, parenthesis. Hang on. That line is there, na? Line. That first line is nothing but method signature. Method signature means excluding method body. Excluding method body. The first line that is known as method signature. One more time. For example, if I ask you what is the syntax of a Java method, you will say that access modifier, return type, method name, parenthesis, open braces and close braces. If I ask you what is a method signature, then access modifier, return type, method name, parenthesis. That's it. Am I clear with this? Respond. Now, where we need to use this throws keyword along with the method signature, not in the method body. Not in the method body. Do me a small favor. Yesterday, I had given you method 2, like when I discussed about try with resources. Please open that method for me. Yesterday's program. Where we have written throws keyword. Did I write throws keyword inside the method? No, along with the method signature. I believe you understand the point here, guys. So where we need to use throw keyword, throw. Inside the method body. Where we need to use throws keyword along with the method signature. Am I clear with that? Okay. Now, point number 3. Yes, point number 3. It is mainly used for checked exceptions. Checked exceptions. What are checked exceptions? What are checked exceptions?
Yeah, it is a directed way compile.
Start with the exceptions which are. Tell me, what are checked exceptions?
The exceptions which is a
Detected at
in
compilation time by the
by the
Java compiler are known as checked exceptions. Guys, please give complete answer. Don't give like one word. If you are giving one word answer, you will be getting confused. So please tell me one more time. What are checked exceptions?
The exceptions
Which are
directed
detected at compilation time by the
Java compiler.
are known as checked exceptions. So throws keyword is mainly used for checked exceptions. Okay. Now these are the differences between throw and throws. Okay. So we'll do one thing. Let us just try to see a code related to this throw and throws. Okay. Now void method 1. Okay. Now let us just try to use throw. What is the use of throw keyword? Throw keyword is used to display. No, throw keyword. Throw keyword is used to throw user-defined exception messages. Throw keyword is used to display user-defined exception messages. Sir, what are user-defined exception messages? Okay, guys. For example, In your account, you are having 5,000 rupees. In your bank account, you are having 5,000 rupees. You are trying to withdraw 3,000. What happens? You will be getting 3,000 and transaction success. What if you are getting like, what if you are trying to withdraw 10,000 rupees?
Insufficient balance.
Then what happens? Come on. You will be getting a message like insufficient funds or else insufficient balance. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
You need to respond. Instead of that message, if you are getting a message like arithmetic exception, you went into ATM, you are trying to withdraw 10,000, your balance is 5,000. But what is the message you will be getting? You will be getting a message like arithmetic exception or illegal argument exception or array index out of bound exception. What do you feel? What do you feel? As a Java developer, okay, fine, you will go. But what if a common people went to the ATM and if he is getting like arithmetic exception, what? He will never go back to the ATM again. I hope you're understanding the point here. See, what I want to say here is there are some situations where actually you need to display some exception related informations. User defined exception messages. In that case, we need to use throw keyword. Just a second. Right. Let me just try to show you. For example, for example, I'm having int available amount equal to 5,000. Okay. Int available amount equal to 5,000. Let me take this as an instance variable. Okay. Now here, int withdraw amount like this. Now, this is which variable? How many types of variables are there?
3 types.
What are those?
Instance variable
And local. Very good. Okay. Now here, if else, if available amount is less than withdraw amount, in else block system.out.println, simply I'm just going to write transaction success, just like that, not more than that. Okay, let me go to my main method, please. Main method. Now inside my main method, simply what I'll be trying to do is new class A. I want to have a reference here, please, equal to AOBJ belongs to class A. And now here, AOBJ dot method 1, I'm just trying to go with 3000. Simply, I'm just trying to go with 3000. Show view console and let me just try to execute my program. Right click, run as Java application. Okay, fine. Transaction success. Am I clear with this? Now, what if I'm trying to withdraw 6,000? Let me just try to execute. Okay. If available amount is less than withdraw amount, okay. THROW throw new runtime exception, and here I'm going to display exception related information, that is insufficient funds. Insufficient funds. Now, let me just try to execute. Right click as Java application. Am I getting the message insufficient funds? Respond.
Yes.
Now, this message will be displayed in the console. like on the screen, and this message will be stored in the log files. I mean, this message will not be shown to the user. This is the message which will be displayed to the end user. I hope you're understanding the point here. For example, generally whenever we are going to ATM, there will be some situations where this ATM is temporarily out of control. Temporarily out of control. Please visit one more ATM. That message will be displayed. But the real error message or else the real exception message will be present in the internal log files of the ATM. That message will be seen by the developers. That message will be seen by the programmers, ATM service engineer. Are you understanding the point here? Just like that, this message will be displayed to the end user, and this is the log message. As simple as this. So here we can write any exception. For example, arithmetic exception. I mean, right now I have written runtime exception. Sir, can I write arithmetic exception? Yeah, fine, no problem. Right click, run as Java application, arithmetic exception. Means we are informing to the end user that, okay, you are having insufficient funds, and this message will be displayed to the, this message will be hidden in the log files. Did you understand the point here? Let me make it simple. Let me make it simple. For example, for example, generally when we bike, I'm having a bike. When I'm giving my bike to the service, what that service person will first ask me, sir, do you have any problems? That is the first question he is going to ask me. Do you have any problems with the bike? What I will say, my pickup is slow, clutch is not working properly, brake is not getting done properly. I'll say some problems. Are you understanding the point here, guys? Hey, respond here.
Yes.
Basing on those points, like basing on those problems, that service person will engage with my bike. Exactly same thing. Whenever there is a trouble with the ATM, for example, whenever the service person came, first he will check what are the problems, and those problems are listed in the log files in the form of these exception names. These exception names will not be displayed to the end user. End user, what end user will see? He will just see something like that: insufficient funds, or else, this ATM is temporarily unable to service, like that. I hope you're understanding the point here, guys. So in order to display like that, we need to use through keyword. Through, through, not throws. Is it very dull? Okay, throw keyword. I hope it's clear, guys, for everyone. Online students, kindly please respond, guys. Yeah, Krishna, guys, I got a question here. Sir, what is the use of now system.out.println AOBJ? What is my output? What is my output? Go ahead. Tell me.
You click classwide single class
I'm
name.
going to get an hexa integer value. Let me just try to show you. Right click, run as Java application, Windows show view console, like this. Now my question is, how? How we got this value? How? That is not hash code, by the way. That is not hash code. Hash code means AOBJ dot hash code.
Dashboard.
This is hash code. I already explained this when we discussed about object class. Object class. Okay. Guys, whenever we are trying to print an object, internally it is going to call toString method. I said, did you remember that? Right click, run as Java application. We will be getting exactly the same output. Whenever we are trying to print an object, internally it is going to call toString method. I said this when we discussed about object class. I said this object class methods. How many object class methods are there? 11. Hash code equals toString finalize get class. Did you remember them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So very simple, guys. When I'm trying to print an object, it is going to internally call which method? toString method. This is the proof for that. Up to here, is it clear, guys? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I want you to override the toString method. I want you to override toString method present in object class in class A. Overriding. Let me make it simple. If we want to override, what is the first step? If we want to override, what is the first step? Inheritance. Am I right or wrong? Object class is by default acts as a parent class for all the classes. So you know that no need to inherit. Come on. No need to inherit. Why? Because object class by default acts as a parent class. Sir, I want to inherit. Okay. Extend is extends object. No need to write, but fine. Okay. Now I want to override the toString method. What is the return type for toString method? What is the return type for toString method? String. string string toString, and here retur in return. Java is awesome. I'm just trying to write like this, and just for confirmation, I'm using overriding annotation. Is it mandatory to use this annotation?
No.
Just for understanding purpose, I'm writing like this. Now tell me, whenever we are trying to print an object, internally which method is going to be getting executed? toString method. toString method present in object class. But what I am trying to do here, I am overriding the toString method present in object class. So instead of this output, which output I will be getting?
Java is awesome.
Right click, run as Java application. Am I clear with this, guys? Come on. You already know method overriding. That's exactly what I am doing here. So what I want to say here is, we can change the implementation of toString method according to our requirements. Make sure you are returning a string value. Okay. Now, guys, answer my question. What is the parent exception for runtime exception? What is the parent exception for IO exception? Exception. One more time. What is the parent exception for all the exceptions? Exception. Am I clear with this? What is the parent class for error and an exception? Throwable. I hope you're understanding the point here. One more time. Please tell me, what is the parent exception for arithmetic exception? Exception. Runtime exception? IO exception? File not found exception? Array index out of bound exception? Basically, for all the exceptions, what is a parent class? Exception. Now, point. Question is, interviewer will ask you to create your own exception class, like arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, array index out of bound exception. Like that, you create your own exception class. Yep, challenge accepted. If you want to create your own exception class, first take a class, and that class should extend exception. That class should extend exception. Why it should extend exception? Why it should extend exception? Why? Because every class in exception hierarchy is a child class for exception. Are you understanding the point here? Okay. Tell me one question. Right now, what we are trying to do? Right now, what we are trying to do? We are trying to create our own exception class. What is the first step? Tell me, what is the first step? Tell me, write a class that extends a exception class. Because, tell me, because every exception class is a, am I clear with the point? Respond. Now, simply take a string variable. Just a simple string variable. Okay, take a string variable. After that, take a parameterized, take a parameterized constructor and assign the value for your instance variable. Assign the value for your instance variable with the help of a constructor. You already know how to assign the values for our instance variable with the help of a constructor by using this keyword. Did you remember that? Where we had covered that? Where we had covered this concept? Encapsulation and this keyword also. Do you remember that, guys? Hey, yes or no? Yeah? Okay. Now, next point is override the toString method present in the object class according to your implementation. I'm just trying to override the toString method. Now, how many points are there? Tell me. 4 points. Tell me, what is the first point? Guys, seriously, just try to read these points for a minute. After that, I'm going to point individually. Don't by heart. Right. Now, tell me, my requirement is I want to create my own exception class like arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, array index out of bound exception. Likewise, all these are classes, right? Hey, sir, no, yeah? I want to create my own exception class. So, if that is my requirement, tell me step one, extend a, write a class that extends. Why? Every exception for all the exception class, what is the parent exception? Exception. Step two, take a string variable. Step three, take a parameterized method and parameterized constructor and assign the value to your instance variable. You already know how to do that. Am I right or wrong? Finally, last one is override the toString method. Perfect. Amazing. Now, read, no need to read. Just look at the program. Class extends exception. Okay. Class extends exception. I'm taking a string variable. What is this? What is that? Parameterized constructor, and whatever the parameter, whatever the value this message is having, we are assigning that value to our instance variable, and we are overriding the toString method. So whenever this class object, whenever we are trying to print that class object, what will be printed? Like toString method, and whatever the message is present, that will be printed. Am I right or wrong? Okay, now this is a normal class. Normal class. Okay. Now what I'm doing, I'm trying to take current balance is 100. Just a static variable. Why? Because how many copies of static variable will be available? Only one copy will be available throughout the program. This is just a static variable. Main method and scanner class. Eyes on the board. Scanner class and system.out.println enter amount to withdrawal. I'm just trying to print a message, enter amount to withdrawal. Whatever the whatever the amount which user has entered, and that amount I'm trying to take in n. Just a value. That's it. Okay. Now, if current balance, what is current balance? 100 rupees. If current balance is less than n, this will be getting executed. Am I right or wrong? Okay, we'll do one thing. Let us just try to go with else block first. Let me just try to execute. Right click, run as Java application, Windows show view console, and yes, enter amount to withdrawal. I'm trying to withdraw 40 rupees. I'm just trying to withdraw 40. Please take money 40. Why? Because which block got executed? If block or else block? Else block got executed. That is perfect. That is perfect. Now we'll do one thing. Let us just try to execute if block. Okay. Before making executing if block, I want you to kindly please observe line number 18. Throw. What is the use of throw keyword? What is the use of throw keyword? It is used to display user defined exception messages. Okay. New. What is the use of new keyword? Come on. Creating an object. You are trying to create an object for minimum account balance. Am I right or wrong? So, how many constructors are there? How many constructors are there? Only one. Guys, did you remember when we discussed about constructors concept? Third point is there. One point, that is, we need to initialize the class object with the available constructors which are present in our program. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Now here, how many constructors are there? Only one. So whenever I'm trying to create an object for this class, obviously I need to use this constructor. And this constructor is having a parameter. Which parameter? String parameter. So I'm passing a string value. What is that? Insufficient funds. Your current balance is whatever the current balance. That is 100 rupees. This entire value will be passed as a parameter for this message. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Come on. Whatever this value, whatever this message is having, we are assigning that value to our instance variable. And whenever you are trying to print this class object, toString method will be getting implemented. And which message will be printed? Whatever the value which we have given, that value will be getting printed. Let me just try to show you. Show view console. Right click, run as Java application, enter amount to withdrawal. I'm trying to enter 500. Insufficient funds. Your current balance is 100. At where we got that exception? At user defined main and line number 18. Sir, how we got this message? We got this message because
Print stat.
class inherit, we are getting the properties of the parent class. inheritance. This is the way how we need to write our own user defined exception class. I hope it's clear, guys. So do me a small favor. I want you to practice this program at least for 3 to 4 times by giving different constructors. Take different constructors, take different variable values, and try to work on it. Could you please do that?
Yes,
And
sir.
tomorrow we are going to start discussing about multi-threading. One more time, I'm saying you should be having a knowledge on oops. Multi-threading concept is complicated. So without having a knowledge on oops, you'll not be able to enjoy the concept. So please read oops concepts and then come to tomorrow's class. Am I clear with this, guys? All right. That's it, guys. That's it for today. That's it for today. We'll be again.